In 2025, we were blessed to receive 9 or 12 cameras that couldn't even compete with the Sony a7S III, if we're being honest. So I don't own any of them personally, but if I had to give a ribbon to a pig, let's choose one.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I will be summing up our terrible year and giving awards and punishments to all the various camera companies for their attempts at winning my wallet money. You failed. We're on the Z6 III, 26mm 2.8, 6400 ISO. Now don't quote me on this list here. A lot of it seems inaccurate and some of it's AI, and I'm like, you didn't even list Panasonic. Didn't they have like 3 major releases this year? So let's start with the least interesting. Fuji basically did nothing, even though you would look and see they released a medium format cinema camera. That should have been the best thing we've ever seen, but they chose instead to just reuse, and that's a common theme that we're gonna witness over and over again. Companies recycling products they already had and pretending we have new ones. You can't wrap a rat in a dress and say, here's my cat, can you take care of him for a week? He's gonna die. So Fuji takes a 100 megapixel photo sensor, puts it in a giant cinema camera, calls it $40,000 worth of spending money, and barely has any specs more than like a Sony a7S II. Okay, you'll have a special look, but like, leave me alone. I don't know why you did that to us. What a waste of time. Like, we're all hoping for a video-centric Fuji design, but not that for that much money. What the hell was that? You're an asshole. And every other release you had was like XE5, another rehash of whatever you already have, XM5. There's 2 like rangefinder looking freaks with like 40 megapixels, one with 26, both budget options of things we already had. And then the XT30, 30 Mark III, when you already made the 40 and you confused us with that. There's no reason for it. There's no reason. So really, Fuji didn't release anything this year. Where's my XH3S? That's what I'm waiting for. Where's the XS30? Those could be the 2 interesting things coming in 2 years maybe. OM System, I think, released more interesting things than Fuji did. They at least had some lenses where, like, I am thinking basically OM System's not making anything new ever again. It's just they're releasing some things that Olympus had already made, but nothing new is coming. And then they threw a couple curveballs in there. It's like, here's a new lens, and it seems like they developed a new lens, perhaps. Unlikely, but like that was probably an Olympus blueprint. The 50-200, like, it's a stupid lens. We already have the Leica 50-200. Oh no, it stops down to 24. It's their cameras that never change. Like, we're just getting the OM1 over and over again in smaller bodies, not cheaper really. They're so overpriced. Will we ever get a new release from them? Probably not. But like, I don't know, you almost did more than Fuji, and it's not doing much. That's not saying a lot. When it comes to Panasonic, yes, I rank you in the bottom 3, belonging with OM System and Fuji. You did release some things, S1 II, S1R2 first, to steal our money because you knew no one would buy that, and then we would want the new one. Oh, I already bought that one. I guess I'll buy this one too. You thief. And then the S1 IIe, which is like just stupid. Every day when I'm debating brands, I'm making clickbaity videos, Canon versus Sony, who's the next king? Nikon, are they coming on strong? When I'm making videos like this, I'm never really talking about Panasonic, because you know why. I get the comments down there. He's not even mentioning the perfect camera, Panasonic. Do you know why they're not perfect at all? There's so many things wrong with them. Every box I want ticked, they untick it. Stabilization, best in the business. Okay, that's a great starting point. But then your image is over-sharpened and unnatural. Over-saturated reds, it's gross. Your older cameras looked better, and I didn't like your older cameras. That's the problem. I already didn't like your blueprint starting base, and then you improved upon that to make it worse. It's just over sharpened. You're a video-centric company. We like the cinema look that's pleasing, but you don't please us. So already I don't like your look, and that's the most important thing. And then you have the gall to not autofocus in slow-mo. Recently, they do a firmware update that allowed 4K 120p to have phase detect and subject detect autofocus. And I just think, here's a funny spec. How come you can't do that in HD 150? 30 more frames per second at minus 4 times the resolution, and you can't do that. Why? There's no physical reason. It's just you chose not to add it to the menu system because you didn't want to hire an MS-DOS expert that knew how to code HTML from 1991 into your menu system, and you withhold it from us. So like, you can now autofocus in one of your modes, but not the others. Every other company can autofocus in HD 240 frames per second. And I'll be honest with you, I'm moving to Kingsville soon, Ontario. It's way south. You wouldn't believe how warm it is there. It's like -5 here today. It's like -4 there. So like, jackets are coming off soon, fellas. And when I go to that small town, a lot of things are gonna change with this channel. A lot of more just slowed down, small towny feel. It's gonna be really nice. I might bake pies on camera, but we're probably not doing a whole heck of a lot of the slow-mo street videography. I'm not gonna be the creep of the town. I'm gonna be a good guy, good Samaritan. So it's like, okay, probably not doing that. And then my needs for the super slow-mo are probably gonna dwindle off a cliff and die. And so like then you would think, oh, Panasonic then is perfect for you. You still have so many problems with the look. I don't want to be super sharp and redder than I need to be. So like your S9, that'd be cool, huh? This is a long Panasonic rant. Did I even mention what they released this year? Don't worry about that. The S9 would be cool, super light. Oh, you don't have any 3D popping lenses and they're all heavy anyway. So your 18mm 1.8, I don't need a 1.8 for vlogging. Where's my 18mm 2.8, if not 24 with 3D pop? Don't have that. So like, you have your stupid kit zooms, 18 to 40, super flat. What is good about Panasonic? Bad colors, over-sharpened, no 3D popping lenses, great stabe. Can't autofocus in slow-mo. Will he need it? Taking it back. Not a lot to love. Wow, I can't believe how much worse that looks on the screen. I just lowered the ISO to the base of 800, brightened the lights up 900%. And here we are now, a little darker back there, a little too bright up here. Nikon highlight roll-off, anyone? Unexistent is the word. 4th place for you, Penny Boy. When it comes, I'm not ranking them yet, but we got the top 3 to get to now. Let's start with Canon. R6 Mark III, not bad. It's a good release. It's a great camera. Full frame 4K 120. You got 7K 60 RAW for some reason. HD 180, you crippled it for no reason whatsoever. R5 II has 45 megapixels. Can do HD 240. You have less megapixels. HD 240 should be easier for you, but you don't do it. 180 sounds like a cripple hammer move. I was just curious why it's not in there, but you got a segment. I understand that. Some things cost money. We can't all win. And you've done well, better than most. It's a great release, probably the best of all the top 3. So on the R5 II, we're getting that firmware for the white balance hack. We're not getting it. But R6 Mark III, like in comparison to the Sony a7 IV and the Nikon Z6 III and ZR, you're the only one doing full frame 4K 120. Doesn't mean it's gonna look super nice, it's line skipped, but whatever, I'm happy with my R5 II line skippy 4K 120. It's decent compared to the competition. Your IBIS, I don't know, maybe even second place now to Sony. Sony might have the edge. I doubt it. Digital's pretty good. But like, okay, decent release. Your other stuff was weird, like R50V. It was okay. The V1, little vlogger cam, fixed lens. These are like half-assed efforts in my opinion. You could have done something inspiring, but like the theme of 2025 is we're not getting any wow releases. Not one thing is like, wow, really? How is that even possible? How did you do that? I can't believe we're getting that for 2000. What do you mean? We have 19 stops of dynamic range and RAW in HD 960 frames per second. Like something like mind-blowing. Do we need it? No. But every time I think of buying one of these releases, something holds me back, like the Canon V1. Super lightweight, like way better colors than the DJI Pocket 3 is gonna be, even bigger sensor, but then I'm like, your damn tripod thing blocks the battery door and you gotta get extra small rig things, and now you added to the weight of it and you only have, what, HD 120? If not, it's not even in there. I swear it's not. But you don't even have HD 240 for my, I don't know what I'm even gonna use it for anymore, but it's just like no stave in the damn thing, just, it's not great. It's okay, but why? Why even have it? And it's expensive for what it is. And then the R50V, what lens are you gonna put on it? The 10-18? Yeah, a little flat. Just where's the dignity? But the R6 III went for way too much megapixels in my opinion, and it's kind of like just uninspiring. We already had it in the R5 II, and the R3 has better specs than you, and I know that's heavy and expensive, but it's just like, okay year, not the bad, a lot of lenses, but who cares about your flat lenses? You have one lens, the 45mm Tony 1.2, but I'm not super sold on that being a good thing. When I saw a side-by-side with the 50mm 1.2 on CVP's channel, even though he didn't do the side-by-side, I have to do it from YouTube compression. Thanks for nothing, he just showed it one after another. None of you can learn how to do side-by-sides, it's painful, but I'm seeing the EF lens still looks better, and there's no reason to get the 45. I don't know, man, it's lighter, but like, decent try. I don't understand why you release the only lens with potential 3D pop and you don't distinguish it in any way from your other lenses. Like, why isn't this a new looking line, a little vintage touch to it? Now, when it comes to Sony, they did release a new camera, A7 IV. It's pretty decent. I think Sony, what I appreciate about Sony is they have a foundation and they seemingly just improve on this and keep things relatively similar and just make things better. It's like the screen gets a flip up, tilt out, not bad. The IBIS, somehow they upgraded it. So it's like, okay, now we have better IBIS and that's gonna make it into their other cameras. And Sony does that, whereas most other brands just like rewrite the script on every release. You can never keep up with like, okay, now this is completely different and nothing's all the same. Like, that was a sentence. If Sony can do a spec, they usually do it across most of their cameras. So A7 IV is pretty interesting. In comparison to the Z6 III, you would have better stabilization, better autofocus, terrible colors. And that's the thing with Sony, like, you're not improving that one thing. The most important thing, will you ever? Not sure you're even capable of it. You're just very clinical. And you have all these cinema lines and it's like, you don't have a cripple hammer, but you do have like a laundry detergent that is like a cinema speck remover type of thing. And it's like, whoops, let's erase that out. And it's a little thing you carry in your pocket. And a lot of your new cameras are just, they're missing a couple things because you have this cinema line to protect. And we always accused Canon of that. It's like, you're just protecting your C100s and your C300s. And oh my God, give us the specs. And now Canon seems to be giving us those specs, kind of. And now Sony's the one with their little spot remover. So you're releasing cinema cams with no shutter angle, no waveforms, no nothing fun. You're making cameras like the FX2, which was like just pure photocentric. Like, why'd you do that? It's the A7 IV in a stupid body, and you knew you were releasing the A7 V. You were obviously working on it. It was just a cash grab before that release. Like, maybe someone will fall for this. How many of you did? Slap thy knee. But the A7 V is not a bad release. There's some things in there. I appreciate that they stuck with 4K. They didn't follow the crowd into 7K, 9K. It's like oversampled 4K is already good. Like, HD can look like shit compared to 6K. It's like, okay, that's noticeably worse. But like, once you get up to 4K, the difference starts being very minor. And if you just stick with good 4K, I'm happy. Now, when it comes to Nikon, they definitely had the most common sense and exciting release in the ZR. It's like, we have a tiny cinema camera and it's cheap and it's lighter than most of the competition. The fact that it costs less and does more, it's like, that's good. That's a good times. It's not a perfect release. You still have class trailing IBIS that you need to fix. You need to banish that sport mode and just make one mode that just works really good for every situation, because you can't have two modes, one where you can't move, the other where you have to move, and there's no in between. It's the dumbest thing, and it's bad. Either mode is also equally bad. So it's like, you need to fix that shit. And once you do, a couple autofocus quirks need to be addressed, where you like overshoot. You're clearly using contrast detect at some point as I move. It's like phase detect, but then it turns to autofocus of contrast abilities, is how you say that. It's not good, but it's pretty reliable. I have a gun. You have many quirks that need to be worked out. Like, I can't use peaking and zebras at the same time, and it's very annoying that I have to check and switch, and I can't punch into check focus while recording. There's a lot of annoying things. Apparently there's no peaking in red raw if you have the view assist on. Like, a lot of little things that just like make you twitch. Using a Nikon, you need completely different menus. God, your menus are the worst, where you have like, I need to change my autofocus. It's in this menu, this one on that page, and this one. Also, Nikon needs to work on their dynamic range. It's worse than Fuji APS-C. Like, you used to be class leading on your Nikon in photos, at least. The D850 DSLR, it's like, look at these shadows, or look how much detail. And they were praising you. And now you're worse than most, if not all. That's not good. For a full frame cinema company, you have the worst dynamic range, the only cinema spec that matters. So who won 2025? If you're looking at it, like, what would I buy? The only camera that is somewhat interesting is the Nikon ZR. It's this, but lighter with some more specs. Better screen, but lighter is the key. And it should be cheaper, but it's not cheaper at all. And I know it will be dropped at some point. That's why you never buy a Nikon new upon release date. It's like within 6 months, they drop it hard. And then you're like, wow. So you have to have patience if you're a Nikon shooter. But like, that's the one. And they have like all these vintage lenses that are good. It's a good system. It's got a lot of quirks though. But next best might even be the Sony. If you can just move past the clinical green skin and just like de-hance it somehow, just you're learning color grading. You could argue Sony made the most professional release that will be used by professionals. I see them all the time. Everyone's shooting Sony. You fell for it. They're very reliable. I get it. I understand why no one cares about vintage on your media day while you're shooting sports. It's like, there's no 3D pop. Just get me the shot in focus, asshole, and get it within 40 seconds or you're fired. Then you go Sony for that type of workload. So each company has a lot to work on, don't they? A lot of things to improve for 2026. Hopefully we start getting some stuff, because we're due for a giant leapfrog episode where all companies move into this new era of something better than the A7S III. We're still stuck in 2020. We might be here for a while. Hopefully this is the year that we get out. Might be 2027 though. I don't have a lot of hope, but you never know. So like, go to work. Stop going in the direction of resolution and sharpness and go back to usability and fun and cinema qualities. Do you agree? What did I miss? Probably a lot. AI, you're useless. I hope that ends in 2026. I have a good feeling it's over. In fact, stop investing in it. It's done. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the Bitcoin. Let me know. Who won 2025? No one. We all lost. Subscribe for more.